Hey guys, this is Lala Legacy, and welcome back to another episode of Cinderella Phenomenon. So we finished up Karma's route last time, and so now we are going on to the second person. We are going to do the good ending for this person first, before we do the bad ending. So, let's go. Rumple! I suppose I can ask Rumple. Enough girls seem to like him, so he might have some sound advice. I find Rumple in between his orders and pull him aside. He looks oddly relieved. Ah, princess, you've saved me. Saved you? From a from a heinous overload of work. I am pretty sure Rumple does less around here than me. At least I finish the work I am given, unlike Rumple who gets distracted by every single thing. Dear Melody, if you've called me here, then you must want to confess something to me. What? Perhaps you'll confess your undying love for me. I scowl at him and cross my arms. I came to ask you for advice, but perhaps I'll go ask someone else. You came to ask my advice? Rumple stares at me, clearly shocked. I guess it is because out of all the people I would ask, he probably seems like the least likely. Then I will assist my sweet princess. What kind of advice are you looking for? Perhaps you'd like to learn how to make a man swoon, or how to stroke the embers of the heart. Is flirting the only thing that's ever on his mind? I came because I want you to teach me about goodness. Goodness? But my sweet, all of the advice that I have just suggested would teach you just that. Being romantic will not teach me how to do good. Rumple dramatically places his hand over his heart. But being romantic is good. Don't you see the smiles on the lovely ladies' faces when I speak with them? I cannot imagine why they smile like that. Rumple's persistence is annoying. To be romantic and loving, that is the epitome of goodness. Show someone affection and they will return it twofold. I can only stare at Rumple as I wonder why I even decided to ask him. Or you could just be kind. Everyone is kind in their own way, princess, so what do you say? Perhaps you would like to practice on me. I'm sure your smile would brighten up my week. No, I'm certain of it. I have work. Bye! I quickly turn and leave before Rumple can continue. If I have to be romantic to earn a good deed, I'd rather be cursed like this forever. I stare in horror at the floor. Gravel and sand are embedded between the floorboards. The wood beneath my feet is covered in thick muck. Hi, Mr. Broom. Oh, no! Stop! I never thought I'd see this. The princess is actually sweeping. I'd say more like the broom is sweeping and the princess is just along for the ride. Lady Parfait, your orders have arrived. Where should I put them? At the back, please. Thank you. I stare at Garland as he begins to move. You! You are dirtying the floor. Sorry. Garland dashes across the floor with long steps in an attempt to leave as few footprints as possible. This was Dolores doing, wasn't it? Is it obvious? This has witch having fun written all over it. I need water. Wow, completely spotless. You are the worst. Don't be mad at the broom, princess. It's only trying to help. It is doing nothing but making my life miserable. Lady Parfait, I must speak with you. I look up at the witch that has just entered. She is a regular at the march, and according to Parfait and Delora, a good witch. She orders tea here from time to time. She has mud on her shoes. Why is she glaring at me like that? I believe it's because of your shoes, dear. I have just cleaned the floor. Oh, I am sorry. I will clean up after myself right away. Good. The princess is something else. I've never seen a witch so frightened of someone before. Yeah. The witch hurriedly cleans up the tracks she'd made coming in before going to speak with Parfait. Even though Parfait says that Delora and this witch is good, I do not trust her judgment. Especially not when she considers Delora, who ruined my life, a good person. I put the broom back in its resting place before double-checking my work. Now that I am done, I can continue to work on breaking my curse. Whom should I ask for help today? Obviously, Rumpel. I find Rumpel taking a break at one of the tables. Surprisingly, he is by himself and not surrounded by the usual blushing ladies. You are not surrounded by a flock of ladies. You must have done something to offend them. Rumpel looks at me, the surprise apparent on his face. Princess, have you come to mend my broken heart? Excuse me? I was speaking with a lady here only hours ago, when she told me that she was betrothed to someone else. That happened hours ago, and you are still sitting here? Rumpel places his chin on the palm of his hand, looking very tired. In mourning? My heart is a fragile thing, princess. Won't you help heal my shattered heart? Rumpel stares at me when I do not answer. That would count as a good deed, you know. Helping you would count as a good deed? Doing things out of the kindness of your heart is a good deed, princess. The kindness of my heart? Why would I want to help you when you've done nothing for me? Kindness isn't a thing that needs to necessarily be returned, princess. Single instances of affection can make a heart lighter. Why does he always go through the trouble of making his words sound so much fancier? I will not help you mend your broken heart, because that would be an act of stupidity, not kindness. Rumpel's shoulders slump as he frowns. Ah, now my heart is even more fragmented. You suffer from a broken heart every day you are rejected. Of course, because you pour your heart out to someone only to be rejected is a cruel fate, princess. You probably deserved rejection, what with the way you flirt with everyone, so no, I am not going to help you. Deal with your own broken heart. I turn around and walk away. The acts Rumpel puts on are so annoying. A month has passed, and I have yet to complete even one good deed. Not for any lack of trying, though. I have been asking around for advice on how to be a good person and received various answers. What makes someone good? I'd say being selfless. I think it's important that you consider another person's feelings. Patience. The ability to soothe even the most broken of hearts. Forget I asked. Bravery. Loyalty. You must be beautiful both on the inside and out. Right. Must I be all of those things in order to be good? According to Parfait, I cannot just pretend. It has to come from my heart. I place a hand on my chest and consider the steady pulse of my heartbeat. That will not be easy. I close my eyes, thinking of all the possible ways I might be able to break my curse, but in the end, my mind is blank. Mother, what am I supposed to do? A dream? Your personal feelings are nothing but a weakness for others to exploit. That is why you do not show them. You only show them that you are strong. Yes, Mother. You must not let false kindness deceive you. People will use niceties to trick you into exploiting your weak emotions. But you can trust me, Melody. I will never hurt you. I will never lie to you. I am all you need. I love you, Melody. I love you too, Mother. How are those lessons of yours going? I hope you're not giving anyone a difficult time. Am I am the only one having a difficult time. Have you tried pairing up with someone? Pairing up? Some of the people in the tavern pair up to assist each other. Two heads are better than one, as they say. That's not a bad idea, but the problem is with her. Who's going to volunteer to pair up with the Ice Princess? She has a point. People may not glare at me anymore, but it does not escape me that I am still disliked. Most of the boarders at the Marchen volunteered to help her, remember? And I haven't heard any of them retract their offers. It's only a matter of time. Stop it, Delora! It's your choice, Princess. Pairing up is only a suggestion. Would pairing up with someone really help me break my curse? What if they end up being an annoyance instead? Princess? Excuse me, Princess. I'm sorry for disturbing you, but you've just been staring at your tray and the customer is waiting for his order. Of course. Delora has me helping a niece today. The Marchen is unexpectedly busy, and they cannot keep up with all the customers. Stop daydreaming, Melody. Food doesn't deliver itself. I do not need you to tell me that. I stretch out on my bed. The stiff mattress does little to soothe my aching muscles. I was on my feet the entire day, struggling to keep up with the steady stream of people that came into the Marchen. I have never seen the Marchen this busy. I roll onto my stomach and bury my face into my pillow. My arms and legs protest at the movement. I refuse to live this life much longer. I need to break this curse as soon as possible. Why don't you pair up with someone? Pairing up might not be such a bad idea. All right, here's where we get to make our choice. Obviously, we're going with Rumpel. Chapter 3, The Flatterer. I do not know why the first person that popped into my mind was Rumpel. Just because he puts a smile on ladies' faces with his flirting does not mean he can help me do a good deed. And yet, here I am. I find Rumpel on break, surrounded by a few giggling ladies. His hands make dramatic sweeping gestures as he showers them with compliments. And you, my sweet, are like the sunshine peeking through the clouds on a dark day. You litter the ground with so much golden light and make every flower reach out toward your warmth. On second thought, maybe I should reconsider. Princess! Rumpel notices me, however, and immediately waves me over. We're gonna just turn and walk away. Bye! I just remembered that I have to do something. I turn around and start walking away, but I am immediately stopped when I feel Rumpel's hand on my shoulder. I slap his hand away. Fierce as always. You remind me of a rose with thorns, Princess. He leans closer and winks at me. But the thorns are what makes the rose so alluring. Are you always so persistent? Or do you actually want me to slap you again? Your slapping me is but a small blockade in the road. I will never give up on you, Princess. Does he enjoy it when I purposely try to ignore him? The most brilliantly sparkling gems are buried deep within the ground and take much effort to unearth. What? Princess, you are like one of those gems. No, I am not like a gem. Rumpel, why would you deal with someone like her? What? Melody is like a budding flower, and I want to do my best to help her bloom in whatever way that I can. You've come to me for advice, right? How did he know? The look of shock on your face is adorable, and so absolutely satisfying. It seems I hit the nail right on the head. Rumpel, she is obviously too stubborn to admit that she needs your help. These women are infuriating. Oh my. Rumpel leans a little closer to me and suddenly he is whispering in my ear. Let me tell you something, Princess. Making a person happy just to see them smile is definitely a good deed. Huh? Making someone feel important is never a disservice. What do you think? I'm pretty knowledgeable, aren't I? All he ever talks about is dotting on people, flirting with them, and making them smile. Rumple continues talking. Which is why I will make an excellent partner. I take a step back. Rumple is now looking at me with a triumphant smile. How did you? I am very perceptive, Princess. You overheard my conversation with Parfait. She told me about it. She did? Only briefly. So, you're not perceptive at all? Princess, you cannot see it, but I am drowning in my own tears. He's just assumed I was going to be partners with him, which is very annoying. I do not even know why I was considering partnering up with Rumple when he says the same things over and over again. And I do not think I could be around him day in and day out. Oh my, what do I spot here? Delora appears before us, a sly smile on her face. Slacking off, you two. I'm on a break. That break ended about 5 minutes ago, Rumple. And Princess, I think there's a broom that needs attending. Fine. There is no use complaining, and I would rather get away from Rumple. Rumple turns to the ladies and smiles. My lovely ladies, I will be back later, and I promise that we will continue our conversation without any interruptions. Oh, and Princess, we'll continue our conversation later as well. I walk off before Rumple can try to shower more of his compliments onto me. Making a person happy just to see them smile. Can such a thing really be considered a good deed? The day at the tavern goes by quickly over the next week. Or the days, sorry. Princess? Princess? You've been staring off into space. I was just thinking. I just finished using Mr. Broom, and now I am helping a niece sort some of the shelves in the back. Rumple has taken up the serving for today. The women always enjoy him, but the men are always glaring at him. They're jealous of Rumple, I think. Who? The other men. Anise looks over at the men who are glaring at Rumple as he drifts between tables. I'm worried about Rumple, too. What are you talking about? You were looking at Rumple with a funny expression on your face. No, I wasn't. My words are clipped, and my voice is cold. Anise looks at me sadly, but I do not care. What I do is none of her business. I think the girls are jealous of you, too. What? I glance around the tavern and notice that there are girls glowering at me. I am not unaccustomed to these glares, since people have always looked at me this way. During the times I left the palace, people gave me the same looks, but this feels different somehow. Why would they be jealous? Because you're Rumple's partner. I am not his partner. You're not? He's been telling everyone that you are. I never agreed to being partners with him. I felt your longing gaze upon my back, and I have arrived, my princess. Rumple suddenly appears before the two of us, smiling brightly. And damn phone! I suddenly have the strong urge to slap the smile right off his face. We are not partners. But, Princess, you asked for my advice that I gave to you because I care. No one else cares as much as about you as I. And so I proclaimed us both partners because we are a match made in heaven. You're so overwhelmed with gratitude that you are at a loss for words. If I could throw something at you, I would. A punch packed with as much strength as your love. I can only groan in response. Oh my! Hello, everyone. Sounds like you're having fun. How is this fun? Rumple is never fun. All he ever does is spout nonsense. He doesn't mean any harm, Princess. He's just filled to the brim with so many compliments he needs to get them off his chest. Well, he can go direct them at one of his many other adoring fans. I shift my gaze to Rumple and furrow my eyebrows at him. Or do you only direct them at me because you enjoy how much I ignore you? I only wanted to help, Princess. That's what partners do, right? But we are not partners. Just try this partnership out, Princess. I promise it will be worth your while. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, Princess. You can always change partners. But that is all the time that I have for this episode, guys. So if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already subscribed, by subscribing, you're becoming part of a legacy. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!